Good afternoon. Today we have the second day of our exchanges fair, of the DENEM's exchanges fair. For the first, today we're going to have 3 blocks and 8 animals in total. For our first block, we're going to have IFMSA-Bolivia, and then MF Mexico, and to close this block, SM called Colombia. By the end of the block, you can make questions to the presenters and to the animals to know more about the exchange program. And we hope this helps you choose where you want to go to in the next exchange season. If you want to make questions, you can always fill the forms that is here below in the video description. Please send us questions, but I hope many of your questions already answered with the presentations. So for now, we're going to start with IFMSA Bolivia. Mirta and Mel, you can feel free to start presenting.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the invitation. I am Mel, the current NML president for IFMSA Bolivia. Also, the Nori is here. I will let her to introduce herself.
Hi guys, I am Mirta. I am current Nori for IFMSA Bolivia.
Okay, so today we are going to explain you a little bit of our exchange program. I hope you can enjoy it. And please, if you have any question, let us know. Well, as you can see, Bolivia is waiting for you. There is the Salario Uni. I hope you hear something about it. Next, please. We have eight active LCs in 5 different countries. As you can see, we have 2 in La Paz, 2 in Cochabamba, 1 in Tarija, 1 in Sucre, and 2 in Santa Cruz. We will have 3 more LCs in the probably in the next months. So you have a lot of cities. Oh my God, I say countries. A lot of cities that you can visit and where you can make your exchange. Next, please. About our culture, we have a lot of stuff. For example, you can see our typical dances. We have more than 15 dances. And it doesn't matter when you come here to our country, it's probably that you can see at least 1 or 2 of them. Of course, we have a lot of celebrations, but I'm pretty sure that you will be able to see at least 1 of them. Next, please. Oh, about our food, we have a lot of food. We don't eat a lot of salad, but that is a funny fact about us. But you can enjoy, for example, you can see there the rice bread. It is a bread made of rice. And we have the pique, that it has fried potatoes, sausage, and meat. As you can see, it's like, I think, 2 or 3 tomatoes only for decoration. So if you came here, you won't eat a lot of salad. We are not very healthy. Next, please. Okay, about our departments here in our hospitals for Scopy, we have a lot of options, as you can see there. I hope you can check them on the exchange platform in our Scopy exchange conditions. But we have many options for you. We have pediatrics, psychiatry, surgery, a lot, as you can see. I don't have many time to explain those right now, but I hope you can look for them. Next, please. Okay, about academic quality, we offer you of course, the upon arrival training for both Scopy and Scori. So we make the upon arrival training, I think, in the first 2 or 3 days when you arrive here, in order to help you to get involved in our health system and a lot of stuff. So the upon arrival training is really important for us. Also, what we offer to you is in Scopy, we make some clinical cases discussion that let you to improve your knowledge and you can learn so many new things from us from our, I don't know, common diseases. It's very interesting. So you can make those discussions with the other incomings or some students that are doing their practices as well. Also, we have some educational activities for both Skopje and Skori. Next, please. For Skopje, we have some workshops, some trainings when you arrive here. It depends of the month and of course DLC, but we will offer you at least one of these options. But it can be conferences or, as I said, workshops. For example, first aid workshop or surgery training. Also, we have educational activities for Scori as well. Uh, it's okay. We offer you a workshop before the beginning of the exchange in order to help you and give you the tools you need to develop an investigation. So it will be easy for you if you are not really involved in the research area. Next, please. Okay, this is something new. The outcomes based on exchanges. For Scori 2, we will start with them this season, 2021, 2022. And the main idea is to give you all the tools you need in order that at the end of the exchange, you can make a scientific report, you can make an abstract, and all you can see there. So it will be very useful for you. Next, please. Okay, uh, Mirta, maybe can you help me with this part, please? Mirta. Okay. I think he has problems with the connection. So we also offer you these gaps when you came here in a research exchange, of course. This is for Scori. And the idea is that you can work with common diseases here, for example, Chagas. And it is very common here, but we know that it is not very common in other countries. So the idea is working on it in order to improve our public health. And it is in some communities, in some cities, for example, Santa Cruz. It depends of the city. We don't have these gaps in all our the LCs. Some only, I think, two or three. But we will offer you uh, when you came here, and we will show you your options. But this is also something that we were working on it. And as I said, it is related to public health mostly. So we work with the people here in these communities. Next, please. Okay, the funny part. Our social program includes a lot of things. For example, the welcome party. It depends of when you arrive here, but it could be a brunch or a lunch or dinner or party as well. But we offer you these different options because we also know that a lot of guys likes to having fun, but not all of our incomings like that. So we have different options for you. Also, we have the National Food and Drink Party. This is very important for us because you need to bring something from your country, and we will show you our typical food, typical drinks, also dances, and all of our culture. As you can see, we offer you sightseeing, of course. I will show you some pictures in a few minutes. And we have a farewell party. Mostly our members make some barbecues for you before you leave the country, and of course after the barbecue there is always party, and I hope you can enjoy that options. And we have a lot of things to do as well, but we will show you I will show you this with some pictures. Next please. Okay, the city tour. When you arrive here, it doesn't matter the LC. Of course, we will bring you the opportunity to have or to make a city tour. As you can see, we have there are some cities. There is Cochabamba, Santa Cruz, Sucre, La Paz. So, next, please. Okay, about tourism, you know that you can travel during weekends, and we love to help you doing that because we have a lot of beautiful places. So what we do is, for example, I'm from Cochabamba, if you arrive here to Cochabamba, or I don't know, it doesn't matter the city, but if you arrive here to Cochabamba, but you want to know, go to, I don't know, La Paz or Santa Cruz, we have like internal communication between the LCs, and they help you with the accommodation, with the transport in the other city. So it's like you feel in your home because we bring you that. So it's beautiful. So if you, it doesn't matter which LC you are in, you can ask for another cities, and we will help you to go there during weekends. Of course, you can miss practices, but there you have Copacabana, the Titicaca Lake in La Paz. Also, there is another picture of the Salar de Uyuni. When you arrive here, is probably that you will go there because when a lot of incomings arrive here at the same time, they they usually go, and you don't go alone. You can go with the Leo or some active members that we have in our LCs. They love going there and show this beautiful place. So I invite you to take some pictures of it. It's amazing, really amazing. Next, please. Okay, we can offer you also our national social plan. These pictures are from the last year. Actually, that was our first national social plan, but we are working in order to offer you these plans at least twice a year, mostly in January and December and July, August. Uh, well, as you can see, the idea is that we last year the incomings we were like, I don't know, 12 incomings from all over the country. Also, they were from both Skopje and Skori, and they went to Sucre. So you can see there the lovely pictures. Sucre is like the dinosaurs land. We have some footprints from dinosaurs, and the, our incomings really enjoyed those days. Also, we make a really big national food and drink party because a lot of our members also travel to Sucre and the incomings too. So it was a really big party. We really enjoy it. And as you can see, there in that plan, we have a cultural night where the incomings could see typical dances. I think it was like at least 12 typical dances. It was a really amazing night. I was there, so I know that it is a really good plan. I hope you can have the opportunity. But as I said, we will offer these options at least twice a year, so you can check them in our conditions, or you can ask to your Leo or your Neos. They will help you, or Norris as well. Next, please. Okay, we have there some pictures. Here we have a lot of different places about specific the hospitals in Skopje, we offer you. It depends, I know that you don't speak Spanish, but it is easy. I know because when you came here from Brazil, it is like a kind of easy. But the language is not a problem here because if you don't speak Spanish but you speak English, it is fine because we offer you some tutor that speaks in English, or our students go with you to the practices and they translate everything for you. So the language is not a problem for us. We have those options for you. And also you can come here to Bolivia all the year. We are able all the months in different LCs, of course, but we can offer all of the things that I just said, and I hope you really enjoy it. And we are waiting for you, and I am pretty sure that this will be a really good experience for you. For both for Skopje and Skori, we were working in our exchange program. So one more thing, I forget it. When you, for example, for Skopje, at the end of the exchange, you have to share your knowledge during the 4 weeks to the LC members, and they will, if they went to practices too, they will show you their knowledges too. So it is like a really, I don't know how to say, a really amazing experience because you can show them, you can share with them all of your experience during the 4 weeks. Yeah, I think I don't have much time, but we are waiting for you. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us.
Mel, thank you very much for this presentation. I'm sure everyone will have, like, if they were thinking about Bolivia or maybe they weren't before, now they want to go and visit you. And I hope it helps our students to choose where they're planning to in our outgoing selection this month. Thank you very much for sharing this with us and for being with us for some time today. Thank you, Mitha, as well, for being with us today.
Thank you, guys.
Now, yeah, I was gonna do the transition, and we're gonna have a Mexico presenting their exchange program for us.
Hi, Juliana.
Hi, Christian. I'm fine today. Are you gonna be the one presenting?
Yes, I will be
Someone
the
else
one
is joining?
presenting, and also Javier will be presenting with me.
Thank you. Should we wait for Javier, or do you want to start without him and then when he joins?
He's joining right now. It seems he's having a little bit of problems with internet, but yes. Thank you.
Perfect. That's okay. Meanwhile, I'd like to remember you that you can always fill the form for questions in the video description if you have questions to any of the participants regarding any of the exchange programs. And we'll be answer them by the end of the first block, that is like 3:45 at Brasilia time. So after MF Mexico, we will also have after MF Mexico, MF Mexico will have a sim called Colombia to finish this block, and the second block will start at 10 past 4 p.m. in Brasilia time, with IFMSA-Guatemala, IFMSA-Honduras, and then IFMSA-Panama. And at 5:20 in Brasilia time as well, we'll have IFMSA-Peru, IFMSA and IFMSA-Paraguay. So stay tuned to also see the other animals. Please let me know if you can see the slides. If there's any problem, just say on the mic, because probably I won't be seeing you talking.
Okay, thank you, Juliana.
Perfect. Guys, can you hear? Say yes or no, please.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we are the new in and the Nori from Mexico. I'm Javier, and my partner is Christian. We will give some information about exchange program in Mexico. So please, next slide. Well, Mexico is a land of streams with high mountain canyons in the center of the country, sweeping deserts in the north, and rainforests in the south and east. It's the main tourist destination in Latin America and the seventh in the world. We get per year around than 40,000 million people that are coming to Mexico to the tourism to our country, and we have more than 32 cultural and natural sites that are considered our World Heritage by UNESCO. So in Mexico, you will never get for it. And next, please.
Okay, now just to speak a little bit about Mexico. Well, we are in the northern part in the Americas continent. Our population, it's about 126 million of people. And language, maybe you think that our official language is Spanish, but we have two official language. That is Spanish and also Nahuatl. That is one of our ethnic groups that we have in our country. And as a random fact, we have more than 65 ethnic groups in Mexico, and each of them have their own language. So we have a really great diversity of languages and also culture. A little bit about tourism in Mexico. Well, maybe you have also heard a little bit about our beaches, like we have in Acapulco or Quintana Roo, etc. Also, we have a lot of epic landscapes and pyramids, like the pyramids of the sun and the moon that are in Mexico City. And also we have another monumental ancient in our country, like for example Palenque and other things. About food, well, maybe also you have heard a lot that we like spicy food, and about tacos and enchiladas, mole, and some of our traditional drinks that are tequila, for example. And we have, believe me, a lot of other kind of food. Each of our states have their own traditional food that I am really sure that you will love them. Also about a little bit of our culture, maybe you have seen the movie of Coco from Disney, and you remember Dia de los Muertos or the Day of the Dead in English. And it's the photo that I have in the middle where we remember our familiars are already passed away. No, so the next slide, please, Juliana.
Okay, in Mexico, we have one national social program that are coordinated by both exchange committees, SCORI and SCOPI. We offer this social program in summer and winter, and we hope to start this program again for July 2021 after this pandemic. So we hopefully will have a great program for next year. So this program is mainly in the main cities of our exchange program. So we have a many kind of states and regions in Mexico that offer this program. So people from that are doing their exchange in other country can move to another state or to another city, different days of the exchange, and enjoy another kind of cities and environment in Mexico. And they're really cheap. Our leaders are working really hard to offer a really cheap social program. So we will have a great social program this year. So we are waiting for you. Next, please. Okay, this is scope in 20 cities, and we have more than 62 public and private hospitals. Talking about medical departments in hospitals, we offer around more than 100 medical departments. So for that reason, I didn't write the name of the departments because there are a lot of kind of sciences and departments. But yeah, we offer technically all kind of medical departments. So Mexico will offer you a great medical experience. I promise you. Talking about scoping. Next, please.
Now talking a little bit about SCORI, we have 18 local companies in 19 different cities and more than 25 research projects that even during all these times of the pandemic, we have been adding new projects to our database. And also we have one global action project or GAP in Guadalajara, one of the main cities of our countries. And I'm sure that you will love each of these projects. Believe me that they are from a lot of different domains of medicine. So we cannot like mention them all right now. And also something that it's really cool for you is that if you choose even a Scopy or SCORI exchange, most of our local companies that are active in Scopy are also active in SCORI. So believe me that you will know people from other countries, and you will have a lot of research experience and clinical experience and all of that stuff. The next one, please.
Okay, talking about visa, the Brazilian students or people in general, they don't need visa to come to Mexico, so you will be always welcome, only with your Brazilian passport. And next slide, please. And these are some exchange conditions of Mexico. If you don't speak Spanish, the English is perfect for Mexico, but I know that many Brazilians speak Spanish or are trying to learn, so Mexico is always a good opportunity to practice the language. Actually, it's really easy for you to understand the Spanish here, so I think, well, all the Brazilian students that I have met here in the program, they started first day without any knowledge of Spanish, and the last day they are speaking like Mexicans. So this is a great opportunity to learn Spanish. I promise you. We offer in Scopy for clinical and clinical practices in hospitals, and we can receive students that are graduated. We can accept students until 6 months after the graduation. So we also have a really large rank of students. In the first grade, they can come to Mexico to a clinical clerkship. After take propedeutics, they can come like clinical students, and after get graduation, after the prom, they can come and practice more like medical doctors. The clerkships in Scopy and SCORI, the normal duration is around 4 weeks. and the dress code depends of the hospital or the medical or research center, but normally it's a formal dress code, like the Mexican students. Both Scopy and Scory were trained to improve the academic quality, offer you the honorable training for incoming, the clinical cases reports, teaching medical students workshops, and online medical courses. And the boarding, the students will really have their lunch at least once per day from Monday to Friday in hospitals or in the host family, depends on the local community or the situation or the month of the year. And the lodging also depends of the disponibility of the month they're coming. But normally we offer like lodging a student hostel, host family, or students flats like apartments. And yeah, next slide or something you want to say, Christian? Yeah,
No,
this is a theory group of system for Scopy. Okay, you have. I know that the main cities of Mexico are the most popular, like Mexico City, Guadalajara, Merida, Morelia, Monterrey. But we cannot house all our students in those cities. For that reason, we create this group, Group A, Group B, Group C. So all the students that want to come to Mexico have to apply in the ACC, BCC, CCC. So in this way, we can also have a better logistic to send the students to different cities. This applies to Scopy students. Next, please.
Okay, and now speaking a little bit about the academic quality activities that we do during all the exchange. Both Scopy and Scory do their own academic qualities things, but also sometimes we work together to encourage also our Loris and Leos to get to all these students all their to have the better academic quality exchanges. And some of the activities that we do, it also depends on each local community in the month that they come to their exchange. But some of them, for example, obviously each of our incomings have their upon arrival training that we always explain everything that they need to know to have their best research or clinical exchanges. Also, we have scientific poster contest because we encourage our students in Scory, to have research outcomes after their exchanges. Also, we have different kind of seminars that these are some of the activities that we work in collaboration with Scopy, because we can have a lot of themes, a lot of topics in these seminars, not only research, also clinical things, clinical techniques. And also we offer different kind of webinars, so the students can have a little bit of preparation of the topics that they will be working on in the laboratory or during all their clinical stints. And also we have a lot of infographic, research day, clinical days, and a lot of other stuff. I don't know, Javier, if you want to add something.
No, it's okay. I'm agree with what you said.
Perfect. So the next slide.
We want to invite you to come to Mexico. Actually, Mexico has one of the greatest, actually, the most contract country that we have is Brazil, both animals, but the name exactly is the like we think this year with the name, if I'm correct, maybe around 40 or not 60 contracts. I don't remember, but like we have many countries with you. So we love Brazil. We enjoy to have Brazilian students here every year. We are available all the year. You can apply in all the months that you want. So you will have always a place here waiting for you. And te amo, Brasil. Christian?
Yeah, believe us, guys, that, for example, in Scory, we also signed like 20 new bilateral contracts, and also DENEM is the NMO which we signed the most of the contracts, and also we are postponing a lot of them because we love you guys, and we will love to have you here in Mexico for the next year, believe us.
Thank you very much for being here with us today. We also love you. And after Awesome Call is done presenting, we will welcome you back to answer any questions that we may have. Thank you very much for sharing some time with us today. It was lovely. Thank you very much. And now let's the last NMO to present for the first block. We have Asam Call with us from Colombia, and you please feel very welcome here. You're really welcome, and you may start when you want to. And if you may need any help, just let me know.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hi, do you listen? Yes. Okay, hello everyone. I don't know if you're listening to me.
Yep.
Okay. So hello everyone. I hope you are very well. We want first to thank Juliana and also DENEM for inviting us to this exchange fair, and we're going to present why Colombian no problem call. My exchange team is made up of Marcela Peñalosa, our new out, Camila Baron, Asios Corey, and Juan Esteban Reitan, the coordinadors.
Okay, hi everyone. As Juan Esteban already said, my name is Camila Baron. So today we're going to talk about our country and our exchange program, and a little bit things that you will learn about our country. So here's what we're going to talk about. So first, about Colombia. Well, Colombia is a country in the northwest of South America. We have bordering the Pacific Ocean and the Caribbean Ocean. We have neighbor countries with Brazil, Ecuador, Panama, Peru, and Venezuela. So we have a lot of mountains, a lot of oceans. We have such a big biodiversity. We also have a really big cultural impact. We have a lot of festivals and important things here for us, which is, for example, El Carnaval de Barranquilla, which is, I think, in February each year, and many fairs and many other big events that are such important for our culture. Also, all the landscapes and all the important approach to all the biodiversity and the environment for us. Talking a little bit about the food. Well, our gastronomy, if you come here, you have to make sure to try our empanadas and our arepas. We have such a big, wide open variety of food. Also, the famous coffee, which we're really famous for, and the arepas, which are from Colombia, and also a lot of extraordinary fruits and vegetables and many things we have here. Talking a little bit about hospitals and the health system. So according to the annual list of Latin America top hospitals, Colombia has 24 out of the 58 clinics and hospitals in Latin America. And according to the World Health Organization report, Colombia has the best healthcare system in Latin America, ranking number 22 out of 191 countries around the world. So this will make sure that you have your best experience here.
A little bit about our background. ASIMCOL stands for the Colombian Association of Medical Students Scientific Societies. We've been an IFMSA full member since 2005, And our motto is scientific culture with a social vocation. We currently have 38 local associations. And here in the graph, you can see how much we've grown throughout the last years. So we can really offer all of the incomings a great experience and many choices of cities and of rotations that they can do.
Okay, so continue with the presentation. The second part, we are going to talk about the cities that we have like our committees are active. So the first one is Bogota, our capital, and also Cali.
We also have Medellin and Armenia, which are countries with a more warm weather and are really big cities, so really important cities in our country. Okay, so
Tunja, yeah. Tunja is actually where I live. It's in the Andes, and it has a colder weather. So if anyone doesn't like too much heat, you're very welcome to come to Tunja. And Manizales is also one of our most, I guess, many people say that it has the best weather. It's always like spring.
And finally, we have Bucaramanga and Pereira. That are Bucaramanga, a big city where it's warm weather. Also Pereira, and you will enjoy because there are like many parts to go. Okay, third point, we are going to talk about the scoring conditions. So we have like different points. For example, the languages. Here we accept like people who talk Spanish will be better for the experience that we are going to give you. But if you talk in English, it will be perfect because it's like a requirement that we ask for the incoming. Also, the required level of study we receive like any medical year, and also we receive graduate students like 6 months until 6 months they graduate. And about the calendar, we don't receive people in January and December for scoring exchanges. We are trying to improve this because in those months are like the periods of the future vacations or where the lab we are not available, but we are improving this and we are trying to fix this. Also to receive people in those months. And the cities that we have like active the committee, and also you are going to make your change are Armenia, Monteria, Cali, Tunja, Manizales, and Bogota. And also like the immunization requirements are we only ask for tetanus and hepatitis B, but if you have the other ones like influenza, hepatitis A, chickenpox, the MMR vaccine, and the yellow fever, it would be better because the tutors like the first thing that they check is the vaccine card. So if you have all of those vaccines, it will be better.
Okay, now a little bit about the Scopy exchange conditions. Languages, we accept students who both speak Spanish and English. Required level of studies, well, we have preclinical and clinical exchanges. For preclinical exchanges, we accept students from all semesters, I mean, starting from first semester until the very end. And for clinical studies, we accept students starting from their third year or fifth semester. We accept graduated students. We accept students all year round. That depends on the universities. So we invite you to look at our exchange conditions. Cities where we have our exchanges are Pereira, Armenia, Bucaramanga, Medellin, Cali, Tunja, Manizales, and Villavicencio. Immunization requirements. We ask for tetanus, diphtheria, and pertussis. hepatitis B and A, influenza, chickenpox, measles, and yellow fever, very similar to SCORY. This is a little infograph on things that you should pack if you come on an exchange here to Colombia. Please bring your white lab coat, your student handbook, and your logbook. This will ensure academic quality, which is also something that's very important to us, which is why we offer UATs and PDTs and PETs. And yeah, basically, depending on whether you like and which city you go to, we'll pack accordingly. So please bring all of the things that you need. Important deadlines. This is kind of universal, I guess, in all IFMSA exchanges, but we do ask that the students send their application forms at least 6 months prior to the exchange. We send our cards of acceptance at least 2 months before. We also ask that you send your card of confirmation.
One.
Also,
Okay, so I think your internet is bad, so I don't know if you can hear me better. Well, I guess so. So for the social programs, Colombia is a land of diversity and wonder. So we've been trying to do this social plan structure by different regions of our country. So depending on which region you are, you'll have specific a specific social program prepared for it. Also, we have national program, a national social program that consists when there are many incomings in different parts of the country, and then we have national events for that. So participants and exchange students can attend to those national events that we're doing, such as camps, our national conferences, national activities, national whatever. But also regional, you can choose in different parts, such as, for example, Caño Cristales, that is located in the north, and is one of the most beautiful rivers in the world. So it's called River of Seven Colors. This is due to the aquatic plants they have. Also, Valle de Cocora, which is located in the department of Quindío, and is hosting of the tallest palm trees in the world. So it's really amazing to go. And also, that's the national tree in Colombia. So we also have Cartagena, which is really famous part of our tourism here in Colombia. And it's like the magic of it is have the antique city, which is all the antique, all the colon, from all the conquest and everything. So it's really interesting to see all the difference between the modern that we are right now. So for example, in the picture you can see we have all the big buildings, so all the modern part, and also all antique part. And it's also declared as World Heritage Site by UNESCO. So it's really amazing. Marcia, do you want to continue?
do you hear me?
Okay.
These are 2 photos of El Desierto de la Tatacoa. As you can see in the picture, it's a desert and it has beautiful sunsets. It's characterized by its reddish hue. Also, El Parque Tayrona, which is located in Santa Marta. It's in the Caribbean coast. It's very beautiful. There's also indigenous groups that live there, and it's like a very important part of our culture. Should I continue? Okay. We also have Guatapé y El Peñón. Most students who travel to Medellin, who do their exchanges there, travel to these places because they're very, very near and really beautiful. There's a lot of culture. As you can see, the architecture, there's a lot of color, and it's very colonial. Also Barichara, which is in Santander. So if you decide to do your exchange in Bucaramanga, this is one of the most beautiful towns that we have here in Colombia. It's very colonial. You can visit, and it's there's a lot of artisanal things to do there. Villa de Leyva is approximately like 40 minutes from Tunja, and it's also a very quaint town, very colonial, and you almost don't even feel like you're in Colombia because so many tourists have come. So many people have decided to make it their home. So if you go there, you'll actually meet people from all over the world. And lastly, we have Cali, which is the salsa capital of the world. So I think that something that we have in common a lot with Brazil is that we love to dance. So we invite you also to Cali. They have beautiful festivals and fairs and food and culture.
Okay, so thank you very much. Colombia is waiting for you. We travel not to skip live, but for live not to skip from us. I think that's really important and an invitation for everyone to join us to come to Colombia in the next exchange season. And we will be waiting for everyone.
Yeah. Tchauzinho, muito obrigado e até logo.
Thank you so much for this lovely presentation. I hope everyone enjoyed as much as I did. And yeah, you spoke just fine, like Tchauzinho. It was perfect. Now we're gonna have like some time for questions. I'm just gonna wait. Yeah, we'll put everyone back in so they can answer as well. Something I know you already said in your presentations, but it has been asked again, is that if you require Spanish or English for the exchanges, like they ask like for everyone to answer it. And I know you already said it, but maybe it's nice to answer again since there's two asking.
We could go first. We accept both Spanish and English-speaking students. It all depends on our university. So for example, Tunja and Manizales are universities that accept English-speaking students. But I think that's something amazing about, and I know this goes for all of us here, Spanish is very similar to Portuguese. So even if you don't speak it perfectly, you understand. And I think that's something that's very helpful.
Is the question about English to all the animals or only was for Colombia?
For everyone.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't understand. Okay, for Mexico, generally in all the country we accept English or Spanish, but for example in Skopje, only the local commit of Merida and one local commit in Mexico City, they only accept Spanish language students. But the rest of them in Skopje, English is okay. In Scori, could you tell us, Kristen, please?
Yes, also in Scori, most of the LCs actually accept English and Spanish. We only have, it depends most of the project. For example, if the student will be working a lot with patients for maybe making something clinical, or depending on the project, they will need to speak Spanish. But most of the projects accept both English and Spanish.
Anyone from Bolivia can answer this question as well, like, just so we can move on to the next one. or if connection like stop working, we can move to the next one and then we can come back when they're back. So we're not like waiting. So next question would be to Colombia. If you offer a national social program, and during which months do you offer it? Oh, sorry, Mel is back.
Okay. We currently. Oh, Mel, go first.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have problems with my connection. Can you repeat the question, please? Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
No, don't worry. It's if you require English or Spanish for your exchanges.
Yeah. Spanish is better, but if you don't speak Spanish, English is fine because we have some tutors that speak English, or we can offer some students that can help them with the translation. So it is not necessary.
Thank you, Mel. I think it will clarifies a lot. And now we can move back to some call about the National Social Program. Yeah, I'll leave the floor for you.
Okay. We currently don't have a national social program. We have like local social programs. So each local association is in charge of doing a specific social program with each student. And also something that we encourage is that the students who want, for example, if you go to Bogota, but you want to go to the Caribbean coast, the Leos there will help you. They will host you. So that's, yeah. But in the future, we would love to incorporate that as well.
Sorry, I was muted. So next question is whether you accept like groups or if you can travel with one friend, a couple friends, and if that's possible.
Yeah, sure. In Mexico, not exactly groups, but we accept couples. Or yeah, we some group of friends can apply for groups like 3 or no more than 4 people in the same local committee in Skopje, but no more. Like we accept couples like girlfriend, boyfriend, or 3 friends, no more than 4 friends in the same local committee, no more. But yes, in Skopje, yeah, we accept groups.
Yes, also in Scory, we accept groups, we accept couples. It all depends on the LC capacity, no? But yes, we do.
In SMCO, we also accept groups and couples and pairs. We do accept, but also it depends a lot on our capacity. So for example, if our local association can only accept 8 and they send their AFs late, then I think if they send everything on time, then there's a larger possibility that they can go. And also sometimes you can't place them, for example, in the same location because we use host families. And so that would be another thing, but they would be able to go to the same university.
For Bolivia, for Scotty, we probably just couples, and for Skopje, I think between 4 and 5 students.
Now the next question is also to everyone, and it's like a bit of a personal opinion, or maybe you can have like write an answer for that. Is what would be the best month to apply for an exchange? So like it could be like the best weather or just like best social program. Like it doesn't have like a right answer. It's just like what would you recommend them to apply to?
In Mexico, I think one of the most popular months are 3, July and August for summer in Mexico. Here in North America, summer is in this month, in July, August. So I think it's the best. They are the best months because we have I think per month more than 140 students in all the countries. So all the local committees are full, and you can make a lot of friends from all over the world. And also January is full in Mexico. Like we have also more than 100 students, but mainly from Brazil and Peru and Bolivia. There are Brazilians, Bolivians, and Peruvians all January and February, all in Mexico. So yeah, in Mexico, the best months, July, August, and January probably.
I think in Colombia all year round is a good idea. We're close to the equator, so we don't have seasons. So basically, you don't have to worry about it getting too hot or too cold. But I would recommend maybe December, because in our country we have a lot of festivals in all of the cities, and famous artists come, they give free concerts, you get to try foods that you wouldn't normally have all year round. But yeah, any time of year, I would say.
For us, probably July and August, but also January and February, I think. But it depends. It depends of what do you want, because the academic of the exchange is better all the year long. But if you want to have more friends, or I think probably you should come in July and August. We receive a lot of people during those months, and also January.
Now, as the last question, I'd like to ask Mexico, if the life cost is expensive, like how much should an exchange student expect to spend when they go in the exchange?
Mexico, I think, is one of the cheapest countries in the world for tourism. So for Brazilians, it's cheaper. Believe me, it's like Brazil is more expensive. So all my incomings from Brazil enjoy, and they travel all around the country without problems. So for Mexico versus Brazil, Brazil is more expensive. So you will have a really great exchange of the currency. So yeah, you won't have problems, believe me.
For now, I would like to thank you very much for joining us today, for answering this many questions, and for explaining to us more about your exchange programs. I think it will help a lot our students to choose where to apply to, and to know to make a better choice, and to choose an animal they fits better what they're looking for. And I hope it helps them when applying to an exchange for next season. And thank you very much. If you want to say something, please feel free to do so.
No, thank you so much. On behalf of all of us in Cold, thank you so much for this invitation. We love Brazil. You guys are our neighbors, and we love your culture. We have a lot in common, and thank you so much. And I hope that whichever country you choose, you come to Colombia at some point in your life.
Okay. So I think we can wrap up now. We're gonna make a 5 minutes break before the next block. And for the next block, we're gonna have, sorry, let me just check. For the next block, we have an IFMSA-Guatemala, IFMSA-Honduras, and IFMSA-Panama, explaining more about their exchange program and answering some questions you may have by the end of the block. Please come back at 16:10 in Brasilia time.
Hello everyone, my name is Caio and I'm part of the exchange team of the DENEM, and I will conduct the second block, and we'll have today for this IFMSA-Guatemala, IFMSA-Honduras, and also IFMSA-Panama to join us and explain more about their exchange programs. Now I will call IFMSA Guatemala to join us. Please take the floor. Hello.
Hello, everyone. Well, it is a great pleasure for us to be able to show a little bit of our country. We hope that after this, you can stay with the desire to come and experience our exchange program. Okay.
Yep. Floor is yours.
And next, Alvaro, please. Okay, just to know, Guatemala is historically named the heart of the Mayan world. You can see the call there. Well, just to know a little bit what we will talk about. We will talk about our country, why you should come to our country, a little bit of our exchange program, the most important, our academic quality, and our social program. So a little bit about our country. Guatemala is a Central American country. It is known by the capital of the Mayan Empire. Our principal city, Guatemala City, is the biggest city in Central America. Also, Guatemala is known by being multicultural and very diverse. So our principal language is Spanish, but we have more than 20 official languages. Next, please. So why you should come to Guatemala? If you want to have fun, Guatemala is a great destination. We have amazing trip destinations. Just to name one, Tikal is the largest archaeological sites and urban center of the Mayan civilization. We have the Atitlán Lake, is one of the most beautiful lakes in the world, and our charmingly Antigua Guatemala, surrounded by a great volcano. So if you want to have fun, Guatemala, it is a great pleasure to you. Guatemala is known by being unique and having a diverse culture. We are very friendly and charming population. So if you get lost in a country, do not hesitate to ask for help. You will have you will have a lot of people to help you in any time. Also, Guatemala is the land of the eternal spring. This means that there are not drastic weather stations, so we have a nice climate and nice people. We have, as I said, a multicultural country, so our gastronomy is very diverse. So if you want to taste very good plates and very good food, Guatemala is a great country to come. Also, we have a very good beverage, alcoholic beverages, and a lot more. If you are a coffee lover, Guatemala is a great opportunity to you to know a lot of about coffee. Guatemala is one of the best countries with Guatemala has one of the best coffees in the world. Is known by having 8 different regions, so we have a diverse coffee too. So Albert or Sophie, sorry.
I don't know. Sophie, do you hear us? Or can you hear me?
I hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead. Sorry.
I hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yes, just go ahead. Sorry.
All right. So talking about our exchange program itself. All right. So we have our 3 LCs in Guatemala. There are 3 universities. Universidad Rafael Andívar, Universidad San Carlos, y Universidad Mariano. We have one in activation that it's not in the city, but this will have to be like later what we're going to do with it. We have a capacity around 50 or 60 incomings per year. This may increase or decrease depending on the incomings that we're planning to have. We have 1 Leo, 2 Leos per local committee. And we work with contact persons, especially on hospitals, hosts, and amazing tutors. So what we provide, we talking about being a host, we demand them or we like talk with them so they can provide Wi-Fi, hot water, transport. It can be a car or the transport that they use. And they also provide 1 meal at least per day, but usually hosts are really good and they give like better or more than what we ask from themselves. And also they provide like 1 room for themselves and bed and hot water, and of course Wi-Fi so that they can be comfortable. We're working now with a residency and we offer pretty much the same. The only difference is we work with transport by Uber usually, and we give some pocket money for food due to the absence of host. Our hospitals. So we have a system, we have a health system that is public and semi-private. So we work on Hospital General San Juan de Dios and Hospital Roosevelt, which are the biggest one of the city. And they have every specialty, and those are like the major points we have. But we also work with Centro Médico Militar, which is a private facility. We work with X, which is a semi-private facility, and they specialize on accidents and gynecology and obstetrics and diseases. One thing that incomings look for in this country is that we work first-handed with patients. There are almost no restrictions of what we can do. Like we are the ones who do venipuncturing, or we're the ones who interrogate the patient. We get to work pretty closely with patients, and that's like something pretty attractive for our country. So in departments, you must be approved in your 6th semester on your 3rd year to be able to apply. So we know that you have like a record on hospital facilities and that you have a little bit of experience on rotations. And we work with pretty much 15 departments, including emergency medicine being like the top one because of the first-handed like interaction, and because we have a lot of emergencies, so we get to learn a lot there. So that's the main department that incomings choose. Also, pediatrics and neonatology is pretty amazing working there because you get to change rotations even if you would like. Hematology and oncology is also very requested. Infectious disease, because we have pretty different infectious diseases as with other countries. So there's pretty much that. There's the code if you'd like to see pretty much closer the exchange conditions. Talking about the calendar, we work on months from February to March, July to August, and September to November. And we have like 10 incomings or more per month. And we try to make like big social programs and stuff for the months that have most like number of incoming. But like departments and stuff doesn't vary depending on the month. Everything is the same. Talking about experience is pretty much what I told you, that you get to work hand to hand, first-handed to patients, you get to interrogate them, you get to examine them, and you pretty much have like your own method to do it, and you have to follow some rules, but you get to like experience a lot of things that you wouldn't experience in other kind of countries. So there's that direct contact with patients, and like for you to perform and get involved in everything in the health system. So it is a pretty amazing learning opportunity. And in the language, like we tend to say that Spanish is required because it's the idiom you're going to be using for talking with the patients and to communicate with them. But however, we may do some exceptions in some rotations like surgery when you don't have to talk like a lot with the patient, you only have to observe. So English is required there, so you can talk to the rest of the doctors and stuff. And yeah, there's that.
So, Albert, you are muted. Please make sure to turn on your micro, please.
Now, can you hear me?
Yes, thank you.
Sorry. Okay. So for the academic quality, we always ask incoming students for them to bring their own handbook, but if they need it, we can help them to get it here. We ask for 80% of attendance and for them to fill in the whole student handbook before we give them the certificate at the end of their exchange. We always have UATs for our incoming students where we talk a little bit about our health system, our culture, our patients, and what to expect. And this is also a great way for you to start your exchange and start funding. We have some educational activities. Some of the most popular or the ones that we do all the time include these three. So we have a surgical skills workshop together with the SCOMI. We have endemic diseases workshop together with the SCOF. And we talk about traditional Mayan medicine and how you can approach this type of culture and patients that we do it together with the SCORE. We also always ask, and you are the spotlight when you're here. You would see that everyone's going to love you, everyone's going to like you, and you're going to be able to share with our students, with our Leos, and with everyone in the different universities. So, for example, here is, he was Javier, he came from Germany, and he was in one of our Cs giving a small workshop about what it was his experience in this exchange that he was doing. And so you get to have the chance to share what you're learning with other students. For the social program, we do have a national social program in February, July, and August, and in the months that have at least 8 or 10 incomings. But we always have an NFDP, and we always have the educational activities and everything that we said before. So for example, this is an example of what kind of calendar looks like. And we always have different activities. So we have activities with nature for you to get to know our culture, our most touristic places, get to know the city. And you will also get to have a lot of fun in the nightlife, going to parties. And we always try to make them have fun, and you will be able to get a lot of different friends. And if you would like to check more information or more pictures and everything, you can go and see our exchange booklet, and this would be it. Thank you. We're waiting for you in Guatemala.
Thank you so much for this presentation, Sophie, Alvaro, and Hugo. By the end of the 3 animals that we'll present in this block, we will have time for questions. So thank you so much for that. And please, the audience, if you have any questions, make sure to fill the form in the video description. And now the floor is for IFMSA Honduras. Please take the floor.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, Carla. Hello.
Okay, so let me see. How can I do this? You can see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Not yet. No.
Okay, there it
Yes.
is.
Now we can see.
You can see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So, hello, my name is Carla. I am from IFMSA-Honduras, and I am here to tell you that you are more than welcome to come visit our country and do your exchange here. So, welcome to a 5-star country. Well, we are right in the heart of Central America. We have borders with Guatemala, El Salvador, and Nicaragua, and we have the two oceans, like two borders with the oceans as well. We have 18 departments. Our country is divided in 18 departments. We are 8 million people. We are a very small country, but we have a lot to offer, and we have everyone in my beautiful country has a huge heart that is warm and can welcome you in every single way possible. We are very known for our charisma and our warmth. When you come visit, it's very usual that our family or people that get to know you are like, "Hi, how are you? You are so welcome. What can I offer you?" And they start like offering you food or beverages or something like that, just to make you feel as welcome as possible. Now, let's talk about the exchange. About our exchange conditions, Spanish is the language required because most of our tutors and patients, they only speak Spanish. Even our patients not speak Spanish as I can, for example, like they use very specific words. So in the upon arrival training, for example, we explain to you all of these things, and that someone may say that they have like a symptom, but you don't quite understand the meaning of that symptom. So we try to like help you, and you will never be alone during your exchange for you to make it easier. Like, for example, if you go to internal medicine or pediatrics, where you get to have a lot of contact with your patient, there has to be someone there to help you like communicate in the easiest way possible. English is not required, but if students and some tutors may actually speak English if it's easier for you, but we ask very kindly to please speak Spanish, or at least like understand it and speak like the basics at least, for your exchange to be better and learn a lot of more things. We offer only clinical clerkships, and the clerkships are 4 weeks long, 8 hours per day, 5 times a week. But we are a little bit flexible about this. We ask 80% of attendance for exchange to be valid, but we ask 127 hours in your exchange, in your complete exchange. So, for example, for the social program, if you want to go like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we can tell you like to stay longer hours in the hospital, like the weeks you're not going to your social program, so you can compensate those 2 days and still get your certificate, because we ask for, again, 127 hours. So if you do 127 hours, you'll get in your certificate. About night shifts, we can offer you night shifts, but they are not included in the 127 hours, but you can choose in what specialty you want to do your night shift. So, for example, if you're coming to pediatrics, but you want to do like a night shift in the surgical emergency, for example, you can do that, okay? But it's not going to count inside your 127 hours. Now, academic quality, we offer you internal medicine, pediatrics, surgery, and gynecology and obstetrics, but not just like the general ones. Instead, you can go to like the subspecialties. So for example, in pediatrics, you can go like to pediatric surgery or to infectious diseases in pediatrics, something like that. Surgery, you can go to neurosurgery, and so on. So you can really, we usually tend to to accommodate the exchange students exchange in all the different subspecialties of the departments. Okay, so in pediatrics, you can be like 1 week in pediatric surgery, another week in infectious diseases, and so on. And that applies to all departments. We also offer you the upon arrival training. The upon arrival training is the first day of your exchange. And we go to dinner. We explain all of the like health system words you may hear, traditions, what can you or cannot do in our country. For example, smoking, you cannot smoke in public spaces, and all of those things we explain to you in the upon arrival training. About lodging and boarding, that's a picture of a German exchange student with her hosts. So lodging, we place the incoming students with students from our own faculty. So it's easier for you to go to the hospital, to go to the faculty, and it's easier. And we do not encourage that much using like public transportation due to the insecurity of it. But if your host like cannot take you to the hospital like at 7 a.m., that's usually when you start your day, we can give you like contacts of companies like Uber type of things to take you to the hospital, and they are very safe. Boarding, your host family will take you, and all of it. Usually, in our exchange conditions, it says that 1 meal per day, but in our country, it's very unusual that a family does not give you like all the meals in your day, because as I said before, we are very well known for our warmth. So your family will be like over that, like they will tell you that they will get to your lunch, your dinner, snacks, or something like that. It depends, but it's very common. So don't worry about that. About the pocket money, we give $40 of pocket money, but that pocket money we encourage you to use it in our social program. So we do not have a national social program because the most students we have had are 4 students per month. So we do not have like a national social program, but all of our incomings are allowed to go to a social program wherever they want. So that is like Copan, for example, that, as I heard Guatemala said before, they are the heart of the Mayan culture. Well, we share a little bit of that heart. So we also have this place that it's Mayan and things like that. We have Islas de la Bahía, which is beautiful. There are 3 islands, Roatán, Utila, and Guanaja. We usually encourage our students to go to Utila if they like partying or something like that, because Utila is well known for their nightclub and things like that, where you go to make challenges and you win t-shirts and something like that. Roatán is the biggest island of the 3, and it is more like resorts and things like that. Honduras have the 2nd greatest coral reef in the world, just after Australia. So you can go like snorkeling and see the ocean wildlife. It's very beautiful. Then we have Pulapanzac, which is a waterfall. It is very beautiful. You can do canopy there. You can stay the night there. It's very beautiful. We also have a lot of places, like for example, here are many pictures. We have food. We have like a lot of diversity in our food. We have, for example, you can see fish there. It's a tradition that when you go to the beach, you stop at Lake of Yahoa that is the biggest lake we have, and you eat fried fish. We have also el plato típico, that it's meat with beans, cheese, plantain, things like that. We also have pollo chuco, that chuco means dirty, but it's not actually dirty, of course, but it's like fried chicken with a lot of sauces and salad and plantain chips. We also have la baleada, that I hope that all of you have heard of it, that it's a typical dinner, a typical breakfast. Also, you can eat baleadas whenever you want. So it's delicious, actually. Then we have, on the other side, we have pictures of Roatan, Utila. We also have something called Panacam Lodge, where you can go hiking and sight view. That's the picture above. We have Punta Sal, where you can go hiking in a forest and then go to the beach. And we have on the bottom, we have a picture of Cuevas de Talua, which are like caves that formed obviously 1 million years ago, and they're beautiful. So I encourage you to come visit our country. It's a beautiful country, very small, but with a huge heart. And we are more than willing to make this experience the best experience of your life. So you're more than welcome to Honduras.
Thank you so much, Carla, for this amazing presentation. And we will have a time for questions in the end of the 3 presentations, like I said. And thank you so much again.
Thank you for the invitation.
Now, a kind of reminder to, if you have any questions, please fill in the form in the video description below. And now the floor is with IFMSA-Panama. Good afternoon, guys.
Hello.
Hello, the floor is yours.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, let's start. Okay, so now we're going to talk a little bit about Panama and the SCORE exchange program. Okay, so Panama, as well as the other 2 countries before us, is a Central American country. It's also known as the hub of the Americas. It has a population of 4 million people. The electricity is 110 volts. The weather is so tropical. The language is Spanish, and the currency here in Panama, we use the US dollar. The time zone is GMT -5. That is basically like 2 hours less than Brazil. Here in Panama, we have also both oceans. We have the Caribbean Sea and the Pacific Ocean. So we have a lot of different type of beaches where you can go and have fun. And there are also other touristic places. Okay, the projects. Now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the different projects we have here in SCORE Panama. There are research projects, and there are basically 4 different projects. The first one is the endemic alpha virus in Eastern Panama. Eastern Panama is basically a agricultural place that is their main economic resource. So that's why this research is toward that place. Alongside Dr. Jaén Paul Carrera, he will be the tutor. He's a Panamanian virologist and epidemiologist who studies focus of alpha virus encephalitis infections. In the past, alpha virus encephalitis infections were only seen in animals, but now is producing disease in humans, and that's the most interesting part about this project. The aim of this project is to test that before 2010, there were also encephalitis outbreaks here in Panama. That would be our first project. Next. Okay, then the other project, number 2, is the analytical characterization of microplastics in sand and water samples and their implication for human health. Here, the tutor will be Dr. Denise del Valle Borrero, and she basically says that human activities has led to microplastic contamination throughout the marine environment, and this is something that doesn't just affect Panama, it affects all over the world. As a result of widespread contamination, microplastics are ingested by many animals of wildlife, including fish and shellfish. It's associated with chemical from manufacturing and the sorbs from the surrounding environment. There is concern regarding physical and chemical toxicity. The aim of this project is to establish a baseline based on parameters such as concentration, origin, and chemical nature of the polymers of the country of Panama, so that we could have a little bit more information about all the different effects that this could cause, not only on humans, but also on the environment. The third project is evaluation of immune response in Trypanosoma cruzi infections transmitted by Rhodnius pallescens with Wolbachia species and without Wolbachia species using animal models. Here the tutor is Dr. Carmen Indira Espino. Here the student will work in a molecular biology laboratory learning about the proper use and application of molecular biology tools and the management of the laboratory animals. So here the student or the incoming will gain a lot of experience in this type of laboratory and in these types of investigations. The student will also be able to infect triatomines with Trypanosoma cruzi and monitor the infection, and will also be able to inoculate mice by peritoneal and transcutaneous route with suspension of Trypanosoma cruzi with Wolbachia and without Wolbachia, sorry. Okay, the molecular diagnostic of Trichomona vaginalis in pregnant and non-pregnant women from a district here in Panama called Pedregal. The tutor is Professor Daira Alvarez. And basically the aim of this project is to determine the prevalence of Trichomona vaginalis in vaginal smears from pregnant and non-pregnant women in the Pedregal district here in Panama. The student will work in a molecular biology from performing gram stains of GMC stains from vaginal samples and extraction from vaginal swabs. PCR with specific primers for diagnostic of Trichomona vaginalis and gel electrophoresis to visualize the amplified product. Okay, the exchange conditions. Okay, basically the exchange conditions are that the exchange has a duration of 4 weeks. The months depend on the disponibility of the tutor of the project. The housing, we host families, and we try to put the incoming with a host family as near of the project as possible, so that they don't have to spend a lot of money in transport. But the public transport here in Panama, we have the metro, and we also have something called the Metrobus, are very efficient and they are safe. So the incomings can transport themselves, but we also have the selective transport like taxis and Uber. The language, the main language is Spanish, But if the incoming speaks English and doesn't speak Spanish, it's good, he can come. The type of student, we accept medical and pre-med students, and the visa, we have a tourist visa for them. Next, we are going to speak a little bit more about the touristic places here in Panama and all the fun you can have if you come here.
Social program. In the social program is welcome dinner. A welcome dinner is held in a local restaurant so that they can taste the gastronomy of Panama. Is the result of the historical influence in the country by the Amerindian, Hispanic, African, and Afro-Caribbean cultures. It is characterized by the high consume of rice in different forms and preparations, as well as soups, being the sancocho, the most popular, sancocho panameño, croquetas, chorizo tableño, carimañolas, and despite the small size of the country, the great cultural diversity of the isthmus allows you to identify some regional variants. In Panama, at breakfast time, fried foods are common, including corn, tortilla, fried yuca, meat, and pork. For lunch, rice is almost always consumed accompanied by meat and vegetables or soups. For dinner, you can enjoy sometimes a little lighter and faster, depending on each family. Panama Canal, the Miraflores lots, you will observe the passage of the draft vessels, such as oil tankers, container ships, cruise ships, vehicle carriers, etc. You can access general information with the history and current affairs of the canal. On the lower floor, you can watch a 10 minutes video with the details of the construction of the waterway. This site has a restaurant, mirror roofs, and other areas. This season to see all year. Cost $30 approximately. Approximately. San Blas Island. The Guanayala region is a long and narrow strip of tropical paradise that stands for 5,571 square kilometers along the Panamanian Caribbean coast, and that also has more than 3,165 islands and white sands beaches that make up the archipelago, among the jungle tropical that abounds on land and coral reef. Along its coastline is a quiet town, which maintains the cultural identity and of the ethnic group. With its natural and cultural tourist attraction, is offered the visitor an impressive variety of attractions and activities. These tours are held on weekends. Their costs are approximately $160. Chiriquí and Boquete, get ready to enjoy each day of awakening with the trailing of fascinating beers, the opportunity to explore trails, a unique hanging bridge on the mountains, as well as the chance to taste an exquisite cuisine. Boquete is a natural setting with cool temperatures that invite you to enjoy its exquisite award-winning delicacy worldwide coffee. What to do? A coffee exploration center, hiking and adventure, golf, horse reading, extreme sports, canopy, from the impressive Baru volcano, La Amistad International Park, its coffee producing farms, its incredible agricultural production, its working people, and its floral landscapes. Tierras Altas will impress you, and its natural beauty, pleasant and fresh climate, its delicious strawberries, um, it's through fishing and the tasting of its coffee with incomparable flavor. Um, Cost $130 approximately, depending on the activities to choose. And goodbye, Shiva Parrandera, Paribus. Like the other activities, they take place on weekends and cost $20 approximately. A national food and drinking party is this festival is held at the end of the month of exchange so that the incoming exhibits their different cultures and gastronomy to celebrate before returning to their countries. We are waiting for you, Panama. Thanks.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Wolfram and Carlos, for this presentation.
Yeah,
And now I will please.
yeah, and thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, it's amazing to receive you all. I want to ask for everyone to come back to the join, please. Yeah. And now we have 15 minutes to questions, and I will send and ask for audio. So the first question is for everyone. It's what do you think it's the best month to go on an exchange?
Could you repeat, please?
It's a question for most. Yes, of course. What do you think it's the best month to go on an exchange? Do you hear me?
Yeah, so the question is for all of us.
Yes.
Well, in Score Panama, basically the main thing we would like to share with the incomings is the educational experience. So, in my opinion, the best month to go on an exchange here in Panama, it's basically where the tutor have the ability to give you all the information you need. So the best month for you to come here is when the tutor has the accessibility for you.
Okay. I think the best month to come to Guatemala maybe is July and August, because you will have the opportunity to be with more students from many different countries. So it's a great opportunity to be with more students.
The best time to come to Honduras is in maybe April, where we have like vacations and we can take you like to more places to get to know Honduras, or July and August as well, because we have more incomings coming. And also October. It's a great month to come.
So the next one is it's for also for everyone. And the question is, can I go with friends?
Okay, so I can start for Guatemala. We usually do try to set you up with your friends. So there's always in your AF a small part where you can add other comments. So we really appreciate when you're coming with different friends and have like a specific purpose where you want to be placed together. Please let us know in advance, and we always try to do it as much as possible. It's not possible all the time for you to be, for example, with the same host, but usually they're in the same hospital, so then you can go after in the afternoon and be together with your friends in a very easyable way. Or if you are set up in a student residency, we usually do that with different when you have friends that are coming with you. So it's not always possible, but we always try to do it.
In Honduras, it's the same. We actually in Honduras we have one active LC, so you are going to be at the same hospital. You can like agree with your friend at what time you're going to arrive and leave, so you can have like the rest of your day like to go together with your friend. We do not give you like 100% certainty that you're going to stay at the same hosting family as your friend, because usually families just have space for one person per month. So but you're going to be at the same hospital as your friend, and we can try, and we usually do like the activities with all the incomings together, so you're going to still be with your friend like in activities and things like that.
Here in Panama, you can come with friends, and we will make all the possible so you can stay with your friend and the same host with the same host. But in some cases, that will not be possible. But as the others said, we are going to try hard to do that, and that you can be with your friend. And if there is disponibility with the tutor, we're going to try that you can be with your friend in the same research project if both of you want to be in the same research project, of course.
So the next question is for IFMSA-Honduras. So please, Carla. When do I know if I will be able to attend a general department or specialty, such as surgery or neurosurgery?
Sorry, I was muted. We will let you know upon arrival training, because that's something. Okay, so in Honduras we have I forgot the word. An office. Okay, an office where they arrange the tutors that are going to be with incomings. So that's a process we make prior to the incoming going to arrive into our country, obviously. So they let us know like what do the tutors said, like which week do they want to be, do they have like the time to be with the student and teach them all that they can and things like that, or in what part are they going to be, like the first week, second week, and so on. Okay, so neurosurgery, for example, you can be 1 week, and the next week you'll be in the emergency of the surgical department, and the next week you'll be like in general surgery and things like that. So it depends on what the tutors tell us first, but you will know like in the upon arrival training, the first day you get there. You come here. Sorry.
Thank you. Oh, so the last question for this blog is for everyone, and is the life cost expensive?
Okay, here in Panama, I think is a little bit expensive, yes. But like the transport and the Ubers and things like that, they are not so expensive. They are relatively cheap. So in that matter, you will not be spending too much money. In food and things like that, you can say it's a little bit expensive, not so expensive. And yeah, those are the two main things.
Please.
In Honduras, it depends on what are you going to do. Like for example, in the social program, we are only able to give you $40. So you should bring like extra money for the social program, but it's not that expensive. For example, going to Utila is like 3,000 to 4,000 lempiras, which are like $200 or $300, something like that. So I don't know if that's expensive. Like obviously it depends on you and what you consider like expensive, but actually there like food in expensive restaurants or something like that, you can spend like $12 to $15 or something like that, not like $30-$40, something like that. So it depends on what you consider expensive, but due to the cost of lempiras in relation to the dollar, it's not that expensive.
Yeah, I think it all varies on which places you go. If you want to go to a more expensive place, well, you're going to pay more. If you want to go to a cheaper place, you're going to pay less. So yeah, it varies.
Yes, for us in Guatemala, it's the same. I would say that if you come from a country where you're used to have euros or dollars, you will find the life cost really cheap and you'll be able to do a lot of different things here. But if you come from different places from the Americas, you can find it kind of like normal. It's not really expensive. I don't know. Sophie, do you want to add something?
I don't know if you can hear me now.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
can hear you.
Yes.
Just for you to have an idea, $1 equals to 7.7, almost 8 quetzales, which is in national. So yeah, it's pretty similar to what Honduras said.
So by now, I want to thank you all and please ask you for if you have any final words. The floor is yours, guys. Please.
There is one thing we didn't mention in our speech of Score Panama, and that's one more thing about the social program. It's basically that here in Panama, the nightlife it's extraordinary. There is a part of Panama called the Old Town, or in Spanish, El Casco Viejo, where the nightlife there is extraordinary. There you have a lot of different types of restaurants and bars, discos. So yeah, that's just one little thing I forgot to mention.
I just want to thank you again for this opportunity and for us to be here and share. Thank you to DENEM, to Monique, to Juliana, and every of the exchanges team that is right now giving this opportunity for your students. And we are always going to be waiting for you in Guatemala and waiting for you and in all Central America. And it will be a pleasure to have you.
Thank you very much for the invitation. I hope you get to see a little bit of our beautiful countries, our beautiful Central America, and you're thrilled to come visit all of us. It's very close, so you can go like Guatemala, then Honduras, and then Panama. You can do that, and you are more than welcome to Honduras, especially. I will personally give you a panorama training. So if you want to meet me just as much as I want to meet you, you're more than welcome.
So I want to thank you guys a lot to accept our. It's a very noisy outside. I want to thank you all for this amazing presentations, and I hope this moment here help our students to decide the actions he want this one to do, and I really want to thank you all again, and it was amazing to be here with you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for seeing us. And we're waiting for you all here in Panama. And we have an excellent nightlife to offer. We are the country of service. Thank you.
So thank you again. And by now we will have a 5 minute break to start the other block that will be with IFMSA. That will be with IFMSA Peru and IFMSA Paraguay, and I will hope that you all be here after the break.
guys, so we're back for the last block of animals to present in an exchange fair. And now we have Panama, Paraguay, and Peru to present. And first, we're inviting Peru to start their presentation. Hi, girls.
Hi, everyone.
So, hi everyone. It's very nice to be here. Thank you for the invitation. My name is Fabiana, and we are going to talk about the professional exchange program from Peru. So, Nicole.
Yeah, I'm going to start. First of all, we are not NEOs, but LEOs from our LCs, to be exactly in Lima, Peru, which is the capital. And once again, we're really thankful for your invitation. And we're going to tell you about how it's like to be an incoming in our country. So first of all, let's talk about cultural exchange, guys. What makes Peru the perfect place for any adventure enthusiastic person is that even when you are Peruvian, every single corner of our, let me say it as it is, beautiful and amazing country has something new, interesting, and wonderful experience to offer. It may happen in other countries as well, but the big influence of different countries along the years has made a big impact in our customs and beliefs as well. Actually, even in our gastronomy. And let me tell you guys, we are really proud of our gastronomy. We can even talk about it for ages, though we're not doing that right now. So you might have heard about the Incas. They used to believe in the sun, right? You might have think that we became a civilization with Spanish colonization. However, this is not true. We actually were already a civilization. The Incas Empire was a big civilization in our territories. They actually had a really great technology and they were really top fighters. That's actually why Spain didn't create a battle at the first time they came here. If we were colonized with them, it's because they did some tricky things that ended up fooling the Incas. However, Incas did have their own way to demonstrate, even nowadays, that they were really brilliant. Their civilization has created multiple things and demonstrated that even nowadays, and even they didn't have the same technology as Spain did in the past, they were even better on that side. Why? Because they were brilliant engineers, sailors, architects, doctors, and even astronomers. Why am I talking about this? Simply because you have the opportunity to live the experience of getting fascinated by what you might have read in books and get the chance to see it by your own eyes. As amazing as the Crystal Head Door is, Machu Picchu is as well. Just by the fact that if you slightly tilt your head, you can see that these big mountains are shaped like the face of an Inca. And it happens with many mountains, especially in Cusco. That's why Incas used to believe that they were the representation of gods. These kind of tours are, of course, part of our national social program, which you totally should go for it if you come here. Now, it's important that you know that we are not just about Incas culture. We know most of people in different countries, in different continents, believe that maybe we don't use cars, and though we use our llamas or alpacas. Well, that's a myth. I will tell you guys what I always say to my foreign friends. We do use cars. And also, Peru is a country made up of small countries. That's what I say, just simply because by the fact that even though we consider ourselves, of course, as one and unique country, we have so many different customs and weather in just one region, and we have 3 of them, that even when we are all born in the same country, it makes us just all different at the same time. And you can see it on the pictures. Different on our beliefs, on our appearance, and even on our languages. That's exactly why I say that at the beginning, that Peru is just a fantastic place for adventure people. You will always have something new to discover by your own. Dances, meals, rituals, and legends. Believe me, guys, you will need a full year trip to get to know Peru for real. Now I'm going to tell you some fun facts. First of all, it's about food, of course. I just told you that we are really proud of our gastronomy. That means that when you come here, your host family will just get you fat, as a fact. We love to see foreign people eating our national food. For us, you need to try everything: lunch, dessert, even breakfast and drinks. You just need to try them all, and you need to love it because we want you to love it. Second fact, we are lovely people. You will notice it once you get at the airport. Your contact person will receive you with a good and beautiful welcoming poster, as well as your host family will do. We just love to share our best with foreigners. Another thing, fun facts, I decided to share with you are some words. First of all, this word exquisito, I know that for you in your language in Portuguese, it means something like weird, but for us, it means completely the opposite. If you try our food, we needed to say that the food is exquisita. Use the phrase está exquisito. Why? Because this word for us in Spanish means that it's fantastic, delicious, perfect. So if we share our precious food with you, just use the word exquisito. That will be the greatest compliment for us. A second word or phrase that you might hear if you come here and you will listen a lot of patients saying it. It's the way they say my throat burns or my throat hurts. The word that we use in Spanish means something completely different from you. And I hope you don't just don't take it as a bad thing or something like that. You will actually listen to the patient saying this next phrase. Me pica la garganta. I know what that second word means to you, but for us, it just means burns. And no one would ever think what is the actual meaning for all of you. So it's a funny fact that I wanted to share with you because you will hear it for sure with a lot of people. And here you can see some pictures about previous incomings. Of course, as I told you, we have different customs, cultures, and about our food. Here is a typical custom from one of the regions in Peru, though it's not from the coast, and it's not common that you will see people dressing like that. It's just a representation. Here is, of course, the incomings with their host and contact persons. We are lovely people, as I told you. And of course, once again, food. We need to take pictures of food, and we need to take pictures of foreigners eating our food because we just love our food. Tourist places, I just mentioned Machu Picchu, which is located in Cusco. One interesting thing is that we do have LCs located in Cusco. So if you go to one of those LCs, you have like more chances to visit this magical place, which is Machu Picchu. We also have close to the capital Lima, the city of Ica. If you have watched Zac Efron's new documentary on Netflix, you will see where he goes to this place and also to the jungle, Iquitos in Peru. And as I told you, every single corner of Peru is different and has amazing, magical places to visit and discover for you, as you can see in these pictures. So, talking about the animal, it exists since 1999. We have two NEOs, the NEO out and NEO in, and 4 NEOs assistants. We expect every year from 400 to 450 exchange students by season. We have LCs along 13 cities. There are 27 LCs. We work with 40 different hospitals, and we have 35 specialties for all of you. If the contract is unilateral, the fee would be about 3,500 euros. We do accept graduated students, and we do accept couples as well. Now my colleague Fabiana will present this part of the presentation.
Okay, guys, so now we're going to talk about the academic quality that IFMSA-Peru offers for all of our incomings. So the first thing you're going to be able to have is going to be the UAT, or as you may know, upon arrival training, where we want to learn more about the incomings that are going to come to our country. We have divided by in three. We have the when they are not in our country, we talk them by FaceTime or Skype. Then we have the ones that when they come to Peru, and we have to talk to them at least the 3 first days that they come here. And then we have the daily, where we as Leos have to talk to our incomings, also the host and contact, in order to know if they're doing okay. So then we're going to talk about the certificate. After you finish your internal rotation, you're going to get a certificate. You're going to have it printed out. But we're thinking about becoming eco-friendly, so we are thinking that we're going to give it them via PDF. So now we're going to talk, when we talk about exchange recognition, all of the universities from our LCs here in Peru know about our exchange program, and they know that it's a very important thing to do for medical students to improve their knowledge about global health and global systems. So after every incoming, for example, we have an incoming from Brazil. He or she has to do a presentation about a clinical case in front of their LCs in order to present their knowledges and what they have learned during all the 4 weeks of period of time. So then we talk about educational activities. We know that we want to help the incomings to be a better professionals. So for example, if a very large group from incomings from, I don't know, Guatemala is gonna do clinical rotations in surgery, we're gonna do, for example, practical cases, or we're gonna do suture programs in order for them to be ready for all of their 4 weeks of internal. So then we have the clinical workshops, as I mentioned. We want to learn not only to show them about the Peruvian health system, but also we want to learn more about their global health. We usually make presentations in order to learn more about the systems from different countries. For example, this year we got we're coming to our LC from Brazil, and we learned about the SUS. I don't know if I am pronouncing it right, but it's a very interesting program because I think it's kind of similar to Peruvian health system. So it's very interesting to learn. So maybe we learn about those health systems from different countries, and in the future, as doctors, we can apply it and have it here in our Peruvian system, because we have to be honest, the health system from our country could be better. So it's a great chance to learn more about it, right? Now, we have an English and Spanish rotation. We know that here in Peru, the majority of patients don't tend to speak English. They speak Spanish or maybe Quechua and Aymara. But it's really recommended for you, if you want to do a rotation here in our country, you have to learn at least the basic of Spanish, like the basic sentences. And for English, you have to have a B1 certificate. It's better for you. But for example, if you come from an NMO that doesn't speak Spanish, we can offer you an English rotation where the doctors and the tutors are prepared to help you and have the best time here. Next one, please. So we're going to talk about the fun part of the exchange, about the local social program. We have it in a calendar. For example, if you're going to come in July, we are going to prepare with all of the LCs from our city. For example, here in Lima, we have 7 LCs. We get together and we talk about, okay, what are we going to offer to our incomings? And we have it in a very nice calendar with a lot of pictures. So you can have the chance to know what are we going to offer you and pick whatever activity you would like to practice, right? So we have it all year. It changes every month. As an incoming, you're gonna be able to have a host and a contact person. It's gonna be like your mini family. It's gonna be with you all the 4 weeks of your rotation. Then we have the international dinners where we get the chance to learn more about the cultures from the incomings. It's a very fun party. So you can see here on the right picture, here's a Neo and all of the Leos from Lima. There were a lot of incomings from Brazil, and we ate pau do queijo and brigadeiros and everything, and it was really good. And so now, in the local social program, we like to offer, for example, tours to museums, dancing, sports. If you come to Lima as an incoming, you are going to try surfing. It's really fun and it's really easy. And it's really fun if you come with a lot of friends. And we have different types of dancings. We're gonna go to the discos and the bars and try a lot of food. It's okay if you're vegetarian or vegan because we have a lot of options. Next, please. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the National Social Program. This project, it's called Inca Project, as Nicole also said. The Incas were really important in our culture. And we offer it in July, December, January, and February. But because of the global pandemic, as you may know, we have to cancel it. We want to have the chance to give to the incomings the opportunity to get to learn not only the incomings from our LCs, just saying that getting to know from all around Peru. We have a lot of trips together. For example, the usual and the casual trip is to Cusco. We also go to Ancash and we also go to Ica. There are really beautiful places and landscapes for you to know. Next, please. Okay, so you can see here, there are a lot of incomings here in the left picture is in Ica. It's really close to Lima and it's really beautiful and it's not very expensive for you to have, like, for example, stay 2 days in that city. And then on the picture, we the incomings from this year that went to Huaraz. They have very, very beautiful lagoons and the landscapes are really Instagram worthy. So you have to take a lot of pictures. Okay, next, please. So Peru is ready to exchange your life. We offer you a very nice program in the academic quality field, and we are really inviting you to have a great time and learn more about the Peruvian health system and eat a lot of very good food and know more about our beautiful country. Don't forget to follow us on Scopy IFMSA Peru on Facebook, Scopy IFMSA Peru on Insta. And if you want to learn anything, you can write in our email. So it's scopyteam.ifmsaperu, gmail.com. And if you want to have all of this information, Nicole is going to tell you where you can find it.
Yeah, sure. You can go to Scopy IFMSA Peru Facebook, and you'll find the ISSU, where you can totally get information about the trips and everything you'd like to know.
Yes. So thank you.
Thank you, girls. Your presentation was really amazing, and I really want to go to Peru because you have so many nice views.
You're welcome.
But thank you so much for the presentation. We will have questions at the end, so when Paraguay is done, we will invite you back to answer all the questions.
So
okay?
Okay.
Hi. So now we will invite Paraguay with us. And please don't forget to send questions here below to the link.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Amy.
Really great.
Good, and you? Hi,
Can you see my
Peru.
presentation?
Not yet. Yes, yeah.
Well, hello everyone. Hope you're all great and healthy. Before we start, I would like to thank the people of DENEM Brazil. Thanks to you, Monique, for inviting us to be part of the Exchanges Fair. We're grateful to have the opportunity to show you about a little bit about how much Paraguay has to offer. Well, my name is Emilia Machado. I am the Neo out, and my partner in crime is Veronica Cho, the Neo in, and we'll be introducing you a little bit about our lovely home, which we call Paraguay. So the topics that we are going to discuss is first an overview about Paraguay, then the cities and LCs, the available departments per LC, the exchange conditions, deadlines, academic quality, and we will end up with a national social program. So here is Paraguay. This is our lovely, lovely home. The neighboring countries that we have are Bolivia, Argentina, and Brazil. Our country is divided into departments, and the capital is Asunción. Our surface area is of 406,752 kilometers square. It's a pretty small country, and we are not a lot of people. We are just 7 million people, 191,685. The official languages that we have here is the Spanish and the Guarani, which you will find it really fun because here in Paraguay, we speak a lot of Yopara, as we call it. It's a mixture of Spanish and Guarani, and it's really, really cool. We have like a lot of jokes, internal jokes that are in Yopara, and it's just really, really fun. And then the currency that we have is Guarani. So the cities and LCs that we have available right now are Universidad del Pacífico, which is located here in Asunción, as you may see. Then we have the Universidad Nacional de Itapúa, which is located here in the Department of Encarnación. And then last but not least, we have the Universidad Nacional de Asunción, which is located here in Asunción, our capital. The available departments that we have per hospital is here in the Universidad Nacional de Asunción. This picture that you can see in the background is the hospital of the Universidad Nacional de Asunción, which is called the Hospital de Clínicas, and we have available the rotations for general surgery, cardiothoracic surgery, traumatology, and internal medicine. Then we have the Hospital Nacional de Itagua, where the people from the Universidad del Pacífico will be doing their rotations, and they have general surgery, cardiothoracic surgery, traumatology, and internal medicine. And we have the Universidad Nacional de Itapúa, which is the one located in Encarnación, and they have the rotation of internal medicine. And they do it in the Hospital Nacional de Encarnación. Which are the exchange conditions for you to come here to Paraguay? The language required is for you to have a B1 level of English. Here in Paraguay, not a lot of people speak English, but our doctors and your tutors will be prepared to, they know English, and you could be able to understand and have a great experience with English, and Spanish is not required. But we assure you that you will finish your exchange knowing a lot of English, knowing a lot of Spanish, and a lot of Guarani too. So we accept graduating students, but the condition is that they have to be enrolled to the university by the time they send their application form. And the clerkship duration would be of 4 weeks, 5 days per week, and 8 hours a day. The exchange conditions would be that the boarding and lodging would be provided by the host family and the hospital. They include 1 hot meal and hosting. The exchange, you have to be vaccinated with hepatitis B and yellow fever, and the insurance will have to be done by the person that is doing the exchange. Would be a health insurance, and you will need a travel insurance. And the visa is not required here for Brazil because it's part of the Mercosur. The deadlines. You have to know that the application form and the card of documents should be sent 3 months before the exchange. The card of acceptance should be sent 8 weeks before the exchange. The card of confirmation will be sent by us 4 weeks before the exchange, and cancellations at least would have to be 1 month before the exchange. So now I will pass the microphone to Veronica Cho, and she will be talking to you about the academic quality.
Hello guys, my name is Veronica. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
It's working. Okay. I'm gonna talk to you about academic quality. We have the upon arrival training for incomings, and we use the Scopy handbook and logbook for every rotation, the ones that are from Scopy. We have constant supervision of a tutor in all your rotation, and we have educational activities that include clinical workshops, include webinars and global health issues. Next, please. Okay, I want to talk to you about our national social program. These activities are planned from February to November, and the activities are organized by our local and national committees according to the month and the availability of the places. I'm gonna show you some of the most important spots in Paraguay to visit. First, we're gonna talk about the historical spots like the House of Independence, the Heroes Pantheon, and the Palace of the Lopez, among others. Like the Ferrocarril, that it was the first one that it was in Latin America. We have also the Jesuit ruins that are located in Encarnacion. Okay, so now ecotourism. You know, Paraguay doesn't have beaches, but we do have a lot of interesting places to go, like adventure places at the countryside of Paraguay. And then I'm gonna show you some of the most beautiful places, like El Escondido and Batoví. These are places where you can do adventure activities. Then we have a lot of hills, like the Cerro Amor and Cerro Tres Candú. Is one of the preferred activities here in Paraguay. We have a lot of saltos, like our Salto Cristal, Laguna Tagatilla. We have Caverna Cururucuá. Next, please. Okay, this is near Encarnacion. We have Dunas de San Cosme y Damián. It's like a desert. And this is summer. Something interesting about Paraguay is that the social life is very dynamic. I mean, here in Paraguay, like, it's a very small country. So in every month, every city has something special. I mean, summer is the preferred city on January and February. So almost everyone here in Paraguay lives in Asunción, that is the capital city. But during summer, everyone migrates to San Bernardino to spend the summer then. So it's very popular here in Paraguay that January and February, most people go to Samber or to Encarnacion. So it's very dynamic. This is the Costanera of Encarnacion. Asunción and Encarnacion has costaneras. And this is a beautiful place to chill with friends and family and go to the beach. It's like, it's a river, but we have the beach there. Okay, so in Paraguay we have a lot of special dates. For example, all June, Areguá is the principal attraction here in Paraguay because they have the Expo Frutilla. I don't know how do you say frutilla in Portuguese. And okay, so this is very interesting here in Paraguay. Like in every special date, we do like a small celebration. The Expo Frutilla is very visited by all people from all over the country. Next, please. This is Independence Day. Something interesting is that all streets of downtown are closed. And there is a big party organized by it's a group of people that organize a big party between all the bars and I don't know how to say it. Okay, so all the bars of downtown join each other and go to the streets, and this is like a big party in all the streets of Asunción, and they wait till 12 a.m. so they can celebrate Independence Day. This is another special day here in Paraguay. If you come in June, you will experience like this San Juan. There is a party with a lot of traditions. There is a millenary party, and we have a lot of games and food. It's like one of the greatest days to show you all our food and all our traditions. Okay, so nightlife here in Paraguay is very active. And people are known for the festive spirits. Although all the cities share this characteristic, Asunción is especially known for having lots of restaurants, bars, casinos, and clubs that are open all year long. The remarkable thing about Paraguay is that the people is very, are always will to party. In our bars, you can chill, you can drink, you can enjoy a meal while listening to a live performance. But after midnight, the interesting thing is that all the bars become nightclubs. I mean, before midnight, everything is like just eat and enjoy live performance. And after midnight, everyone stands up and starts to dance. So now I'm gonna show you some of our bars. Emmy, you can show. So this is before midnight. Okay, so why you should choose Paraguay? A little is known about this small country that is hidden in the heart of South America. Besides our beautiful landscapes and nature and history, what makes us different is our people. Due to our ancestors and the mixture between indigenous people and immigrants, Paraguay is like an extraordinary wealth of multicultural manifestations. Our millenary culture is alive, and you will feel it every second you spend it here. Paraguayans are the friendliest people you will meet. If you come, you will experience hospitality and kindness everywhere you go. Even if someone doesn't have much here, they will offer everything to make you feel comfortable. We will always make you feel part of our family, and you will always find here a second family if you want to come back someday. In the hospitals, patients are always willing to help you learn. They always express us how grateful they are to help us with our education. That is something very nice about Paraguay. They will always receive you with a big smile upon their faces. If you come, you must be prepared to share smiles, hugs, meals, feelings, because we're very close to each other here. Paraguayans are very cheerful, lovely, and fun. We like to party a lot and have good times with friends and family. It's a must here. We like to enjoy life. You will experience a taste explosion with our food. You will feel refreshed with our tereré. You will feel nostalgic with our music. You will be amazed by our beautiful landscapes and sunsets. And you will feel grateful with the eternally caring people. Definitely, you should totally visit Paraguay. We will be happy to have you here as an incoming.
Thank you, girls. So now you're back, and we'll have the questions. Let me just check for the questions. We have one for Peru. I will just 1 second. Okay, now. What hospital we have the practice for Peru?
Can you repeat it, please?
I can put. I put in the chat, I guess. What hospital we have the practice?
Oh, well, we go. It's okay if I answer it. It's okay. Okay, so it depends on the city. For example, if you come here to Lima, we have 7 LCs. It depends on each and one of the LCs. For example, here Nicole and I are Leos from Sociemos MP. So we offer you 5 hospitals from different, for example, pediatrician, endocrinologies, surgery. It depends on which program would you like to have in your clinical rotation. So we're gonna look for it in each and one of the LCs that we have all around Peru. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. Next question is for everyone. What do you think is the best month to go on exchange?
I don't know if IFMSA-Peru would like to answer, or should I answer?
You can answer.
No, it's okay. You can answer.
And I think the best month to come here to Paraguay is on February, because everyone is on vacation, so you have more social program activities, and also like doctors and residents and interns are at the hospital, so you have both things. I mean, the rest of the year we do have all the social program, but students are also at school, so it's better in February, and it's hot, and you can go to the beach and stuff.
So I'm gonna respond from IFMSA Peru. Um, if you want to come here to do an exchange, we recommend you to come or in January, February, or July, because we have vacations and it's a summer. So you're gonna have the chance to experience a very good social program, and also the doctors don't tend to take vacations on January and February. So you'll have the 100% of people working around you, and the tutors are gonna be ready to help you during the 4 weeks of your rotation.
Perfect, thank you. Next question, also for everyone. Is the life cost expensive in your country?
Here in Paraguay, not at all. Like, not at all. For the currency is like for Brazilians, it is really helpful. I've spoken with a lot of Brazilians that always say, "Oh my God, I love to go to Paraguay to shop because it's really inexpensive," and it is true. It is true. We have here in January, in February, it is full of Brazilians shopping. So yeah, it's the life cost. It's not expensive, and with so little, you can do so much in here. So we really recommend you to come to Paraguay.
Okay, I will answer from Peru. I don't consider Peru is an expensive place, and actually the money exchange from the real to sol is in normal conditions, not in pandemic time, is like 90 cents. Like 1 real, it's 90 cents of 1 sol. And actually, at this moment, I believe it's 70 cents. Like it's not that expensive, especially for you.
Thank you. And we have one last question. Can we go with friends, like a big group, not only couples, but a big group?
Okay, I'll answer. Yeah, in Peru, we accept couples and, of course, friends. We have no problem about that. Though you need to specify that on your documents, so the NEO-IN can take that in consideration. And yeah, no problem at all.
In Paraguay, we do accept couples too. The same thing. You have to do like the remark when you send all your documents.
Okay. I think that's all the questions we had. So I really thank you, all of you, to present for us. It was really amazing, and we really want to go everywhere now. So really hard to choose just one. Thank you so much. And if you want to say something else, just to close, it's up to you.
Yes, thank you for the invitation. It was very nice to learn more about Paraguay too and the other countries. And we invite you, and we're really happy to welcome you to our country. Oh, it's a llama. It's really cute. We offer you a very good time in Peru, and we hope that next year will be better for every country because of the global pandemic. So yes, we would love to have you as an incoming, and we will also would like to be outgoings for your countries. So yes, don't forget to follow us on our social media on Scope IFMSA Peru on Facebook and Insta. We will be happy to help you and guide you during your exchange program. So yes, thank you for the invitation.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you too, Monique. I'm going to say it again. Thank you for letting us show a little bit more about our beautiful country. And Peru, I visited last year and I loved it. And I think that people should visit it too. It's really amazing. And I'm going to wait for you, Monique and Nicole and Fabiana, here in Paraguay with my arms wide open for you to meet our beautiful country. And we're going to welcome you all here in Paraguay. We are always so into like getting to know different cultures, getting to know people. We want to know how you speak. We want to know everything about you. So we are really welcoming people, and we will welcome you all. So yeah, thank you for this opportunity, and we hope to see you soon to all of you.
Thank you, girl, so much, and I really hope to see you soon. Thank you for everything. Bye, guys.
A DENEM é de quê?
De luta!
E a DENEM é de quê?
De luta!
A DENEM é de quê?
De luta!